Hey guys, welcome back to the From an RM YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Getting ourselves back into the two main technicals videos, looking at XRP. As you can see here, we got our first move, our first impulsive move to the downside, just happening just Sunday night. And didn't get a video out yesterday, but they're following exactly to a T as we had kind of anticipated. We had this first run up, had the second run up, and as you can see, this is that full move right there. We could have gotten that retest up there to around that 54, but we had already talked about how we had kind of like done that double tap and then back test. This is exactly what winds up happening. We got that back test. We're flown back exactly to the point where we need to, literally almost to an exact T. So this was our kind of our fail-safe line. Remember this, guys? This was our fail-safe line, and we're pretty much there. 48. We hit down here to around 48. What was that? We'll zoom in just a little bit so we can get that. Got to around 48,750. So we came very, very close to hitting that. We're about 3/10 close, but maybe 2.5 close. But as you can see, the double tap, the retest, and look at, we're just going to wind up staying in this region. Nothing crazy to note. Obviously, in a longer term chart here, getting rejected by realistically this one at 53 cents. On the shorter term at 54.6, which was our high there, kind of came back down to that 0 mark here, and currently getting stuck between that 236. But as you can see, holding above that 49 here on the longer term, which is just another, it looks like it could be a stepping stone upwards. So you can send this outwards like this. We can kind of get a gauge of what we're going to be seeing for the next, I don't know, week or two, just to see how it goes. We'll have a ceiling right here, definitely for sure. As we come in closer, we have some sort of, line coming across here. So there'll be something coming in. Maybe if you want to even get crazier, there might be something across here. I don't really think so. Maybe just something like that, kind of coming into some sort of precipice by, it'd be late next week if you want to go like that, but I wouldn't go that crazy to have that right now. What I'm going to be waiting for and just kind of monitoring at this point is just seeing how we hold that 49.1, that 49 even as we get closer to over here. It looks like this comes up to next Tuesday, so it's about a whole week almost that we could just stay down here in this region. We could just meander between 50 and 4/10 and 48 and 5/10. So basically at 2 cents back and forth might actually be happening. We lost a lot of moving averages here, just crossing bearish here on the 150. So let's go to the 1 day, see what we came back to. Looks like we fell through almost everything right now. Zoom in just a little bit more. Yep, fell through. Let's go here to the weekly, see if we came back to hold ourselves on anything there. Nothing I can see on there either, so it is kind of overextended to the downside, as you can tell. But we did kind of get a nice weekly high there around a 75, so to me it kind of makes sense to get some sort of a back test. But at least for the short term, guys, I'm just going to be waiting for it to see how we hold in this region. You could wind up getting rid of these short terms like this, right? It's short and long term, and just put in this just one unique one from the high here beforehand, which would be right here to the low here, and you can see about 49.9, about 50 cents is its ceiling there, and then that 48.7 is the low. If you want to go crazy and do some short term back test just in case anything happens, you can see that once we fall through 48, you have around 46.9 to come back to, which lines up right here with that. So just little regions for you to kind of think about. So, and that lines up almost exactly right here. First support and then a second support right here in between. So I mean, at least on a 4 hour, we've gone to the downside, not crazily. As you can see, we can dip pretty hard. So if we are to get some crazy just wick, I would just expect it down there to that 47, if anything, and get a rebound right back into the trend, because this trend has existed for a while. Let's see if we zoom out. Yeah, this trend has existed since over here, but if you really wanted to zoom that out right here and go across, I mean, it's still the same. So that's what I'm looking at. I mean, that's how I'm going to be determining my allocation, how I'm going to go about it. is how we hold this region right here. If we start to turn bearish, I mean, we could get a nice cheeky wick down there to at least that same region there, 47.5. I mean, we came close, but as you can see, if you zoom out, it's just it's just negating and going just sideways, getting itself, and it's going to be just coming to some sort of parallel. And it looks like basically in the beginning of 2024 of having a nice little pop out of there. Because if you were to take this whole region, that move is quite extensive from 54 here right up there to that full extension that we were talking about, 63. So I mean, that would be our first grind and this explosive move outwards, and then get that nice back test down there to that 57. And then, I mean, from there, you know how XRP runs, guys. It just kind of goes, and you're basically to that 70s. But that's at least my thought process, what I've got going in my own mind. I'm not sure what you're thinking, but and at least in my head, that's my thought process. Just kind of trending sideways here, getting, if you zoom out, that's what it looks like. It's just bouncing back and forth inside this trend, and then we're going to see some explosive move either at the end of this year into next year for XRP. But hope you guys are having a good one. Have a good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. Remember, none of it's financial advice. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks for keeping up with the times. Sorry, I've been kind of spotty every other day with videos instead of every day. Just been a little bit busy. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.